Hi, and welcome to this short sequence of restorative postures for pre-bedtime. My name is Angie. I'm a yoga therapist, and I also teach at ARC. So for tonight's practice, you'll need a few props. In restorative, we use a lot of props because we want to make you as comfortable as possible in order to get yourself as relaxed as possible before bed, so you can get that really good deep sleep. So grab a couple blankets if you've got a heavier one. This is like a cotton weaved blanket, so grab something like this, or like a Mexican blanket if you've got it. Bolster, if you don't have bolster, cushions from the couch can work, or pillows, like a few stacked pillows will work as well. You may also want to have a rolled up yoga mat. I'm going to show you a couple options for the different postures we're doing. And this is actually a sequence that I do at home. And most evenings I'll do this and maybe throw in a few extra poses, but this is the basic sequence that I follow. Also set up your atmosphere. So dim the lights. If you've got lots of bright lights overhead, dim them down, maybe put on a side lamp. If you've got aromatherapy at home, add in maybe a little lavender or whatever sleep well kind of thing you have. And then I also like to use a hot pack. So I have like those magic bags that go in the microwave and warm me up, but other blankets or hot water bottles or whatever, if you're cold, they can be quite nice. Also an eye pillow if you got something to throw over it. So grab your blanket, and I'll show you how to do an accordion fold. So in half, and then in quarters, take the rounded edge towards you, and you'll smooth it out. Then fold it over about 5 or 6 inches or so. Smooth it out. You don't want to have any wrinkles, so once you lay on it, they're not annoying. You'll pinch here and do an accordion type fold. Okay? So this is the basic accordion fold for your blanket. And how you'll come onto this is sitting on the edge. You'll lay back onto the blanket, and your head's on the blanket, your tailbone's on your blanket, your entire spine, but your shoulders are off, your arms are off. You can keep your legs up with the feet on the ground, knees up, or grab your pillows or your bolster and you can extend your legs. Another option is if the couch is nearby, you can bring your feet up onto the couch. It's a nice, or the bed. So this is the accordion fold. Option 2 is the spinal strip or the yoga mat. So if you've got the spinal strip, you can fold it in half here, and this double edge goes at about where the end of your breastbone is, and you'll lay back like that. If you don't have the spinal strip, that's where the rolled up yoga mat comes in. So you can bring this to the same spot on your spine and lay back. So pick one, and we'll be here for about 3 minutes. Oops. So take a nice big breath in, and then let that breath go. Bring your hands to the sides of your ribs. And now, without changing the size of your breath, you want to come into a natural rhythm of breath, but you're just going to refocus where that breath is going. You're going to focus it into the lateral expansion of your rib cage, so into your hands. Relax your belly. Relax your pelvic floor. Try to keep your attention with your breath. If your attention wanders away from your breath, just gently bring it back each time you notice that it's wandered. Take your attention back to your breath, feeling that movement of your ribs into your hands, into your fingertips. Slowly start to open your eyes, and you'll just kind of roll off of the spinal strip or the accordion fold. And we're going to change the fold of our blanket. So into a rolled up position. So here we can use the blanket again, or you can use the yoga mat. So you're going to roll it, then bring it onto your mat, and you'll grab yourself a pillow or the bolster. At the top. You don't really need a yoga mat to do this practice. You could do it just on the floor. So they're coming into a side lying position. The rolled up blanket is going to be underneath the side of your torso. So on your rib cage, and maybe in line, about in line with your nipple. As you come down, you'll bring the bottom arm forward and rest your head onto the pillow. So as you come onto the folded or the rolled blanket, you want to feel your shoulder on the ground. If you don't feel your shoulder on the ground, if it's floating, then make your roll smaller so that your shoulder is grounded. I'm going to take a nice big breath in. And slowly let that breath go. Coming back to a natural rhythm, a natural size of your breath. Let's take your top hand to your rib cage again, so the top of your ribs, and the side of your ribs that's facing the ceiling. And now focus your breath here. You're not changing the size of your breath. You're just changing the focus, the space. As you inhale, you feel your ribs expand. As you exhale, your body sinks heavier and connects deeper with the blanket and with the floor. Let's take 3 more cycles of breath here, really focusing your attention. And then slowly make your way up. We're going to move right to the other side. You can just turn around. And taking the opposite arm to the ground, coming into that side laying position. So you may need to adjust the size of the roll of the blanket, again on this side, because our sides are not exactly the same. We have differences from one side to the other. Now take a big breath and slowly let it go. And come back to a natural size of breath, natural rhythm. And take your top hand to your ribs. Feel that expansion of the rib cage upwards, so that side. And you're not changing the size of your breath, you're just changing the focus and then the space that it fills. So keeping your attention with your breath, noticing on the inhale, there's the expansion, the lift. And as you exhale, there's a relaxation, a letting go, a sinking into your mat. And really focusing on going with that. Feel the rhythm of the release, the expansion, the space, and on the exhale, the sinking, the grounding, the relaxation, the calmness. Okay, 3 more cycles of breath here. Slowly make your way up. And our next pose is going to be a supine twist. So for the twist, you can use your bolsters and blankets if you want to bring them to the side of where you're laying down. Coming onto your back, and bring your arms out into a T or maybe into cactus. Lengthen the right leg on the mat, left leg will come up, and you'll just bring your hand over to your thigh, drawing your thigh towards the center of your body first, without lifting the pelvis, and then lift the pelvis and bring it up and over. So your leg can rest onto the bolster or onto the pillow, but your opposite shoulder, the right or the left shoulder, is grounded onto the ground. You're not pressing the shoulder down, but gravity is kind of holding it there. It's heavy. So if your shoulder lifts up, you can just play around with how many pillows you've got there under the knee. Lift it up a little bit higher. You don't want to feel any pain or any aching when you're moving into these poses. The idea is to completely support yourself in a position that's comfortable in which you can relax. So if you're worried about a pain or a pull or something like that, that's not going to help you move into that relaxation. So you can look straight up, or you can bring your neck towards the left side, looking towards the left, if that feels okay in your neck. And we'll hold here for a little bit. So keeping that same rhythm of breath. Can you feel your breath through your entire torso? Expansion on the inhale. And relaxation, letting go on the exhale. Follow your breath for 3 more cycles. Back up to center. Let's switch sides. You can take that bolster over to the other side, or blanket, or pillows. Take the left leg long, right leg comes up, and then moving the knee across your body without moving your pelvis. The leg bone moves, and then lift your pelvis to come over into the twist. Your gaze can go towards the right or look straight up. Take a big breath in, and let it go. Come back to the natural rhythm of your breath. Feeling the expansion on the inhale, and the heavy, sinking, relaxing feeling on the exhale. Relax your shoulders. Notice if you're holding any tension there. Relax your legs. Relax your neck, your jaw. We'll go for about 3 more cycles of breath. And come back to center. And we'll just roll over. We're going to come to legs up the wall. So legs up the wall pose, you'll bring your bum over towards the wall and then extend your legs up. So you can bring your hands behind you and just kind of pivot, just swing your legs up. And you want to be in a position in which your back is comfortable, there's not a lot of pressure. We're not getting a big hamstring stretch or anything like that. And if this is too intense for you, you can move your bum a little further. It might feel a little easier. Or even just bring your legs up onto a couch. So you can just rest your shins on the couch like that. And bring your hands back to your ribs, the side ribs. Send your breath there. Take your arms now by your side and bring your attention into your legs and feeling your legs as heavy, sinking into your hip sockets. And start to bring your attention now to any sounds that you're hearing. And not following down the path of figuring out what the sounds are, but you're just noticing how the sounds come into your attention and then leave your attention. And you don't really have a choice of kind of what sounds pop up. It's like they're just all of a sudden there, and then they're not. And now take your attention to your field of view, what you see behind your closed eyelids. And notice that there's an edge to that field of view. And even though your eyes are closed, you can still see colors and you can still see maybe shapes or textures. Now bring your attention to your sense of smell, and just notice if you smell anything. And even the absence of smell has a smell. Now take your attention to your sense of taste. Noticing if there's a taste in your mouth, taste on your tongue. And even the absence of a taste, there's a taste. And come back to your body, feeling your body heavy, your legs heavy in your hip sockets, the connection of your body to the ground. And slowly bring your knees to your chest or roll over into a fetal pose, so you can bring your arm up along your ear and rest your head on your arm. And for these few last breaths in fetal pose, just let your senses, or let your attention wander with your senses. So you're feeling, and you're seeing, and you're hearing, and you're tasting, and you're smelling. Kind of whatever pops into your field of awareness. So don't concentrate too hard with this part. Come back to your breath. Follow your breath very closely for about 3 cycles of breath. And slowly make your way up. And And hopefully bed's nearby. You can just hop into bed and be ready to go to sleep. And have a wonderful sleep, a wonderful evening. And I hope to see you again soon. Namaste. The light in me sees the light in you. Take care.